KVIL, 7:30 in the morning, and what a morning it is outside. The sun is up and the chirds are burping. Boy, I'll tell you, it's beautiful. And the People's Choice total is up, getting closer to $4,000. Know this total when I call you, and you got it, $3,910.
The People's Choice on KVIL. 1 year old on April 1st. Stanley B. McCreary, John R. McDonald, Brenda Shell, Joyce Roberts, Philip Stein, Sue Myers, Dr. Charles Mainberg, Jennifer Curry, Mary Ann T, Lori Hammer, Claire Crossland, Lola Dean, Joyce Cox, Tim Dubuque, Babette Quigley. The People's Choice on KVIL. Almost a year old, $70,000 tall, and yet we've only just begun. The real fun starts April 1st. No fooling.
Well, I'll tell you, 26 minutes before 8, today's weather is going to be just like yesterday. KVIL at 24 till 8.
And now...
Good morning. It's 23 minutes before 8 with Ron Chapman and the original cast on KVIL. We have hot weather today, but it's going to be nice. And there was excitement in beautiful downtown Highland Park yesterday morning, was it not? Yeah. Yesterday morning, the Howard Corporation owns this building, okay? And they have been trying vainly in the past to improve our air conditioning. Is it hooked up now and we're just not using it? In other words, we can turn it on if we want to. Oh, okay. Is it this one over here? This wall switch? All right, let's just turn that new air conditioner on the roof on and see what happens. Is it on? I think it's on. Can you guys... I said, can you guys hear that in there? What's that? Yeah, I think it's going to be all right, too.
The North American Cadillac, Preston Road at Mockingbird.
16 minutes before 8. What is your solution to our air conditioning problem now?
I'll give Mike Selden an evening show.
Give him an evening show. What does that do?
Well, all that hot air is a little too much in the middle of the afternoon for any machine to have to contend with.
What's this world coming to? KVIL.
KVIL and Art Garfunkel there at 11 minutes till 8.
How do you say goodbye?
11,405 Harry Hines in Dallas.
Yes, and Ron Chapman, while I'm remembering big data, I think he's a personal friend of Fabian, if I'm not wrong. It's a little bit cloudy, and we are in Fort Worth over the South Freeway. That's Walt Robin from the KBI Ellacopter.
Going where we never know. But out across the river, there's a world where we belong. We make it all a part of Highland Park Radio, KVIL.
Tomorrow, 10 a.m., the KVIL 50% off fair. Colored TVs, black and white TVs, men's fashions, stereos, women's fashions, tape decks, children's fashions, appliances. Kawasaki's normally costing $900. Tomorrow at the KVIL 50% off fair, $450. Rugs, chandeliers, sporting goods, musical instruments, all 50% off retail price. And 3 brand new automobiles, a VW Thing, an Austin Marina, and a Ford Pinto. Each listing for about $3,000. Each selling for about $1,500. There's only one place in the country where all this will happen at once. It's the KVIL 50% off fair. It's tomorrow morning beginning at 10. It's in the Women's Building at Fair Park. Admission is free. Parking is free. Yes, we do expect a big crowd. Yes, the Women's Building is big enough to handle it. Just drive to Fair Park and look for our red and white KVI Ellacopter. It'll lead you to the best parking.
Your change, sir?
KVIL, Bill Gardner at 9:04 this morning, driving in, admiring our visual perfection. What a super day it is out there. You know my motto on a day like today, if a window rolls down, crank it.
Baby, baby, falling in love.
KVIL, Bill Gardner at 9:06 this morning. Leave it to me to talk about the weather and not to actually tell you what it's going to be today, right? Well, let me set you straight. I mean, the National Weather Service has a bunch of words here that are kind of technical, but the way you and I might look at it is the way it was is the way it is, and the way it is the way it will be, all right?
And now for Kodak. And get some good things going on.
KVIL, Bill Gardner at 9:13 this morning. We're not even going to talk about the Rangers. Lost their 5th in a row yesterday. I think we'll stick to football. I saw a great quote. We talked about Larry Zonka and Dave Kick opening up in the World Football League, right? There's a great quote in the paper last night that said, Larry Zonka says, the World Football League has no difference in the competition and level of play from the NFL. He says the games are 100% better than the games you saw on TV last year, but what's 100% times 0? You know that? KVIL, Bill Gardner at 9:17 this morning. Another gorgeous day. Give you an idea where we're headed. We're at 82 already, going for the mid to upper 90s by mid-afternoon. We have that 2 in 10 rain chance. You remember the 2 chances? Slim and none. Georgia.
KVIL.
Can it be that it was all so simple then?
KVIL 932. You got the legendary Bill Gardner.
One minute you say you will, and the next you won't.
Everybody has their own idea on why Duran Chevrolet is the difference.
Every queen is everybody's
KVIL, Bill Gardner, and the People's Choice total hovering just under $4,000, $3,920, and I'm about to place that at random call. Know it when I get to you. To live for today.
Have I got good news?
Fly Air Canada to Ottawa. Call your travel agent or Air Canada.
KVIL, Bill Gardner, and I can picture it now. I announced I was going to make a People's Choice call, then played a Tom Jones record. You called Mrs. Evans and said, hey, Bill Gardner's playing a Tom Jones record, but Mrs. Evans' phone number was busy, so we'll up it another $10. $3,930 next time. KVIL, Bill Gardner, and mostly sunny and hot again today. There is a 2 in 10 rain chance of a thunderstorm by mid-afternoon. Headed for 96. It's 82 at KVIL.
The People's Choice Contest was born on April Fool's Day almost a year ago. But those who doubted soon learned it was no joke. Claire Crosland, $1,030. Luna Dean, $300. Joyce Cox, $1,400. $1,230. Quickly, $6,000. To celebrate the first birthday of the People's Choice Contest on KVIL, we'll open the vaults even wider with an unbelievable new concept called Bonus Hours, beginning April Fool's Day. But we kid you not.
KVIL.
Michael Selden at 3 o'clock from KVIL.
Wasted days and wasted...
KVIL Highland Park, KVIL FM Highland Park, Dallas Fort Worth, Michael Selden at 3:05. Good God, it's Gloria. Come on, honey. KVIL, 8 minutes after 3 o'clock. Big headline in the paper this afternoon saying teachers get $1,400 raise. Well, I figured it out. And out of all the teachers in Dallas, that should come out to about 75 cents apiece.
The Dallas Community Action, always a season ahead. Get them while it's still hot. Barney Oldfield's, Las Vegas' closest suburb.
Here's that blue lady, Midnight Blue, Melissa Manchester, used to do backups.
for Bette Midler. The group called the Harlots, remember that? From KVIL. Let's see what Jack left me this afternoon. $4,180 in People's Choice cash just for you on KVIL. Yes, Ram, those are the Blackbirds with Michael Selden. 87 degrees, mostly cloudy, but no mention of rain in the forecast.
Sanger Harris Warehouse Clearance and General Electric Appliances. At KVIL, we believe the best part of the People's Choice Contest is the people.
KVIL.
Oh, Michel, ma belle, voulez-vous que j'aie avec moi ce soir?
Shop Sanger Harris half-yearly sale for the home.
Right. That's what I always say, especially if I'm throwing a party. KVIL. We also get Newhoff meats, too, from time to time.
Walking these streets so long, rhinestone cowboy.
KVIL. Jackie Blue moving home with Michael Selden at 5:20. Ozark Mountain Daredevils. Well, if you're keeping close tabs for the People's Choice total, up the ante another $10. Got a busy signal. The total is now at even $4,100. $4,100, my little plum. It could be yours simply by answering the phone and saying $4,100.
We've got... Since we created the People's Choice on KVIL almost a year ago, you've created some interesting statistics. Over 40 winners. Over $64,000 in cash and prizes already awarded. And the most interesting of them all is that each winning People's Choice call has been worth an average of almost $2,000. Our current People's Choice total is way over $2,000, heading for $3,000. So, if you're the winner of our current People's Choice total, you'll be way above average.
Who you say you are?
KVIL 928 with Major Lewis. And I'd like to have a special announcement here read for all clairvoyants, astrologers, palmists, witches, mediums, preachers, plumbers, electricians, people that are in college. I have an idea on how you can lose weight, overcome insomnia, control headaches, relieve asthma, conquer fatigue, reduce anxiety, and even rid yourself of food odor. Now, here is how you do it. With this fabulous new pain reliever, Exceladrine. And this proves it. Right here, you can tell that here's the sound of Exceladrine and the sound of Spirit Move Me. Barry Manilow. Could it be magic? At KVIL, I am an expert on Exceladrine and pain relievers. Why? Because I'm wearing a white laboratory coat and black horn rim glasses. Now, once again, the sound of Exceladrine and the sound of normal aspirin. Now, that proves it right there.
On Coit between Beltline and Arapahoe.
Goodbye record shops are continuing.
It began on KVIL as a friendly competition for People's Choice winners between Mike Selden and Ron Chapman.
Chapman, eat your heart out.
It grew to a series of spoken challenges between our mouth of the morning and our elf of the afternoon.
But I would like to get something to which I could challenge him publicly and humiliate him just a little bit, because he's a little bit cocky for all these wins.
What I want to do is I'd like for all of our listeners that side with me to send him a sympathy card.
And then you interrupted.
Why don't you either do something or forget about it?
Well, the man in the carpeted office heard you and agreed. And so we asked for your suggestions on forms the Chapman-Selden competition might take.
Why don't you two swap shows for a week? You'd like maybe taking a couple laps around the new airport on the AirTran system. Have the bartender pour each of you a shot glass full of beer.
But what should be done is the institution of the first annual Dallas cow chip throwing contest.
I think you should both take me out to dinner, and I'll tell you which one is the most fantastically charming person.
My suggestion is that you two have an elephant race.
That you build the largest banana split and see which one can eat the most of it.
Okay, I thought about doing a takeoff on 180 days around the world, no airplanes allowed. Well, I was thinking that, that was done before they had all the modern conveniences that'll get you around the world really quickly.
What would we do?
Well, you'd have a beginning point, Dallas, and an ending point, Dallas.
Right.
And see who can arrive back in Dallas first. And you might want to make it interesting by picking out certain points on the globe that have to be touched down in. And see who can arrive back in Dallas first. And you might want to make it interesting by picking out certain points on the globe that have to be touched down in.
A race around the world. The more we thought about it, the more it fascinated us.
And so, on Monday morning, October 14th, Columbus Day, 1974, Ron Chapman and Mike Selden will embark upon a journey of mind-boggling proportion. A race against time and each other in a circumnavigation of the globe.
The Concorde supersonic jet came to DFW Airport to dedicate this region's monument to the jet age. Now, KVIL comes to DFW to put it to the test.
Picture Ron Chapman, Mike Selden, each with a packet of tickets to the most famous capitals of the world, each unable to preview his itinerary until the starting signal is given, neither knowing in which direction he is to travel in an around-the-globe sprint at jet-age speed that must begin and end on AirTran.
Several weeks ago, it was a conversation, then a competition. You made it a challenge, and that challenge has become
the Great Race.